So, what could Scream 7 be all about? Hey guys, welcome back to another video. And today I thought I would talk about what could the next installment of Scream be. So, I've had a thought about it. Scream 7 will probably be Scream 7, but with the title of Scream 7 with Roman numerals like, you know, this like Scream 6 did. I always notice as well that they have there was another movie franchise that did the same type of thing where they had Roman numerals as the some of the titles, but not all of them. Yeah, a weird time we lived in back then. So I hope everybody is having a nice day today. So today I'm going to talk about Scream 7 and what possibly things could happen. Warning, I will be getting to spoiler territory for Scream 6. I have seen it, obviously. I'm going to get into spoiler territory here. And I hope you guys will, if you don't want spoilers, please leave now or forever hold your peace. Because I did warn you. And yeah, so I'm going to talk about Scream 6 a minute here, about the killers. When it came to the killers in Scream 6, it was very reminiscent of Scream 2. Because, one, took place in college. Right? It took place in college. And, yeah, it took place in college. And then it took place... to be honest, this was a lot more in college than it... It didn't show them in class or anything, which... I don't know why. Obviously, and also this film was actually the longest film in the franchise as well. This was like the longest movie within this franchise, which the opening kill was cool because it was like two opening kills in one. So let's talk about the killers. The killers are Rich's family: his dad, his sister, his brother. Quinn Bailey, who was in the trailer, she is one of the killers. Wayne Bailey, who is played by Dermot Mulroney, he is one of the killers. And the other killer is Ethan Landry, who is the other brother. And they were all Richie's family. Basically, Richie loved the Stab franchise. He was a big ass fan and all that. And that's why this Ghostface actually did hate this. He hated Stab. They hated it. But Richie loved it. So, that's the reason why. They went after Sam because obviously, revenge. So it was like the same thing, but this is the first time that we've had more than two killers. There was three. Technically more because Tony Revolori, who played Jason Carvey, who you may know who played Flash Thompson in MCU Spider-Man, he killed Samara Weaving. He killed Samara Weaving in the beginning of the movie, and he dressed up as Ghostface. And apparently killing her was a test with him and his friend. This Ghostface also, by the way, calls up and is like, "You are a murderous psycho," and all that, and actually has morals for some reason. And one of my favorite kills is the fact that the killer says, "Who cares about movies?" So you know that this Ghostface is different because they're not doing it because of movies, they're doing it for revenge. They don't care. All they cared about was Richie. And they used the whole, stuff like that. So I want to talk about what could this mean for Scream 7. If they stick with the whole thing of resembling past films. Scream 7 could be set in Hollywood. Yeah, it could be set in Hollywood. I'm hoping not. I'm hoping they do something completely different. I'm hoping they do their own thing. I'm hoping it's not a revenge plot by the killer or anything. I'm hoping it's not going to be that type of thing. I know a lot of people were thinking it was going to be a cult of ghost faces, but it wasn't, which I'm kind of upset. By the way, there was a scene where they did mention Stu, that Stu is not alive, but yeah, it's Scream. It's Scream. I'm sorry, but it's fucking Scream. Imagine if he is still alive. The thing is, there's two possible ways that they could go about it if Stu would be alive. There's two possible ways they could go about it. The two possible ways are: one, Stu is been in a mental asylum this entire time, and he only gets released now during this whole event. He only gets released now. And he's rehabilitated. He feels remorse for what he's done. And basically he goes to find Sam, or if Sydney's in this film, he goes to find her, and he wants to apologize. Basically, he wants to apologize, and then when murders start again, they blame him. But it doesn't turn out to be him at all. And he actually helps them take them down. Either that, or this entire time, he's been in hiding, building up to a moment where he could return and actually be smart and actually become Ghostface and become the leader. But obviously in the first film he was more of a, patsy or stuff like that. So I felt like, no, not really. He couldn't be. So I think, they could go the route of having him be the killer, but they could also go with the fact that he could be also that. I'm hoping Kirby will return again in the next one as well. I'm hoping that he would return. As well. So she. I'm hoping Kirby would return as well. There's a lot of people in the cast who survived that film. It's like the main characters had plot armor and stuff like that. Again, like the originals did. The originals had plot armor for their main cast, so that's why in Scream 5, Dewey really got fucking killed. It made sense why Sydney wasn't in it. If Sydney would return, because like Sydney, like Nev Campbell loves the Scream franchise a lot, but at the end of the day, it's a business decision. She still has to get paid what she's worth, to be honest. So plus it's her franchise basically. So there's that. I'm hoping that she'll be in the next one. I'm hoping Kincaid will return because, as we know, she is married to Detective Kincaid. So I don't know what could happen in Scream 7. What do you think could happen? A lot could happen, to be honest with you. Sam, everybody thought that Tara was going to be a killer because the way that she pulls her face in one of the scenes. No. That was a MacGuffin. But yeah, I hope everybody did enjoy today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And remember, keep on slashing, keep watching horror, and I'll see you horror fans later.
Whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
Have you checked the children?
I am the devil, and I am here to do the devil's work.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?